We start today's practice, just a moment in stillness. You might like to just bring your attention inwards and maybe take it all the way down beneath your feet, pressing through the toes, through the heel, maybe inviting a little sway into the upper body. This combination of being really heavy and solid, but not being stuck or totally still. So notice this feeling of upper body being open, accepting, yielding as your weight shifts. So everything we do in Tai Chi is about this combination of being alert, but not being tense, and being relaxed, but not being sleepy or dull or distracted. And you want those combinations in every single movement. So today we'll just start with some very simple joint mobility warm-ups. You might like to do a heel, shifting your weight, the other heel. You might like to take hands to hips and roll the hips and the waist. Maybe the wrist. Maybe the shoulders. And we'll start just by letting our arms be heavy. And just get a sense for rolling back, hip and shoulder. One of the three external harmonies. If you like, you might start to lift your toes. Just notice that as your shoulder rolls back, so does your hip. Arms can just stay heavy. So we might explore these external harmonies a little more. Let's take our arms down. So the next one we'll do, keep your heels where they are. It might be a little as wide as your shoulders or a little wider. And all we're going to do is take one hand behind, the other hand up, and see if we can keep our hip or our shoulder and our hip and our elbow and our knee and our hand and our foot all aligned. So let's just do them one by one. So first, shoulder and hip. We'll stay on the same side. Now think about your elbow and your knee. And now you might think of your hand and your foot. So when the foot moves, the hand moves. When the knee moves, the elbow moves. When the hip moves, the shoulder moves. Let's switch sides. So shift your weight to the other leg. Shift your hand. Same movement. How can we bring our upper body and lower body together so they work in harmony? We keep that idea of lower body being stable, upper body yielding. All right, now we're going to start to invite in this sense of flow from one side to the other. Notice your body shifting from one leg to the other leg. You might think of it as yin and yang, One leg becomes our yang leg, the other yin. And then they switch. There's a meeting point where we feel stable or steady. Eyes follow the fingers. Maybe one more time. And we come back to the center, shaking out. All right, let's work on our Tai Chi form now. Should be a little bit warmed up, a little bit ready to go. Let your arms be heavy. You might feel the chest sinking. Back of the knees are soft, arms down by the side of the body. And remember that we start our practice with our Laogong point in the middle of the palm. So we're going to lift up, draw energy from the earth, and then sink down. You repulse the monkey. Drawing in, pushing out. Turning the waist. Now we shift our weight, brush knee. You can mirror me if you like. Lean back. Shift our weight. Step. Now we part the horse's mane. Let's start with our empty step. Stepping out. Knee and elbow. Working together. Hand and foot working together. Now our cloud hands. You can feel the turn in your waist. Both directions. Let's take a knee up with our elbow. Our golden rooster. Now we cross palms. Heel kick. Let's come back into our empty step. Warding off. Rolling back. Press. And push. Lean back. Ward off. Roll back. Press. And push. And now closing for the form. Bring our legs together. And we'll bow to each other. And returning. All right. So that's our simplified Tai Chi form. And we're going to do it a few more times today, but we might do it mostly in silence. And we'll see if we can slow it down as well. Maybe you can take your attention just below your feet or just to your knee and your elbow, or just to your hand and the foot. Just each time you do the form, focus on a different thing. Notice where your attention is, notice where your energy is flowing. Deep sigh when you're ready. All right, you might try a simplified form facing the same direction. Let's bring your attention in. Deep sigh again. When you're ready. Okay. You might do one more run through. Let's bring your hands to your body. You might like to just notice how you feel. This simple practice only takes a few minutes each time. Helping remind our body where it needs to be. Mind and body working together. All right, so one last time, let's bring our arms down by the side. When you're ready, step out, toe then heel, shift your weight. We're going to inhale, exhale. Now, so you can feel that breath pattern through the whole sequence. Yin and yang meeting, transforming, controlling each other. Fluid, shifting movement. Always moving, never static, never stopping. Every movement just like the breath. And shake out everything. You might like to just cycle through every joint, neck, elbows, wrists, knees. Let everything be as free as can be. So slowly come back to stillness. Deep sigh. We'll turn our palms to face the front. Let's take a breath, gathering in, welcoming in new energy for the week ahead, and storing it in the body. Keep going. We'll do a few more times. New learning, new beginnings. Maybe releasing any tension. Let's bring palms together. And we'll take hands to heart and just bow, acknowledging our own effort and also sending gratitude to each other.